Hi guys, I never know how much time not to talk for my little intro picture to pop up. But anyway, hi, welcome back. This week, I'm very excited. I told you about this last week. We are doing Full Coverage by Maybelline. This is a brand new product. It is up to 24 hours foundations by Maybelline. Full coverage. And I don't know about most of you, but I never knew what full coverage was until I started watching YouTube videos and people were talking about full coverage, and you notice their skin looks flawless. Okay, flawless comes from full coverage. So what I'm going to do today, we are going to do half side my normal, so you're going to see what I normally do, and then I will do the other side full coverage, so you're going to see the difference. Okay, so I've already primed and did a little spot coverage because I am super broke out today. So this is a really good test for this makeup to see if full coverage covers everything. Today, for my normal side, I'm going to be wearing some Milani. And I mix it with a little Wet n Wild because right now my tan has faded, so I'm kind of a little in-between color. So I need a little bit dark and a little bit light. So let's do the normal side first here. And I'm going to be using my normal beauty blender. I have a brand new beauty blender, however, for the full coverage side. And I finally got smart and invested in a little mirror to make my life a little easier when I'm doing this and talking to you guys. And it helps, though, if you clean the little mirror. I'm looking through glitter. Whoops. So I want to say thank you to anybody who does watch this video. I'm not doing this to make any money. Just, I figure I play with makeup, so why not have fun and play with makeup with people watching? I was doing it for a while on Facebook Live, which if you ever want to know my Facebook handle, let me know. And if you want to get on my Facebook and actually see some of my Facebook Lives that started this, I'll be more than happy to show you. Okay, so this is what I normally look like. You'll see it is a little darker because I don't want to look like I'm completely dead. And normally I have a little bit of a tan. Right now, however, I am white as a sheet goes. So here is this side. Pretty normal, little bit of color. I will give myself a little bit of blush, but you'll notice this is not full coverage. Therefore, you still see beauty marks, zits, blemishes. I mean, yes, I have a little bit of coverall underneath there, but for the most part, you still see like moles and things like that. That is because this is not full coverage. This is probably, does it say, light to medium coverage, which is what most things that we buy are. And so now we are going to go into the full coverage that I've been dying to try. I watched Nikkitutorials do a Huda full filter that I can't afford, that is full coverage, and then she used this on the other side, and I was shocked to see that a Maybelline affordable product was able to hold up to the Huda. You literally could not tell which side was the Huda and which side was the other one. I mean, it was crazy. So we're going to try a little Maybelline. I'm going to put it straight on the beauty blender because I don't want to get it on my hand here. And let's see. I'm going to need more than that. Whoa. Let's see what we'll see. First, we're going to do the nose. I don't know about you guys, but everybody has a part of their body they hate. Mine is my big schnoz. But I have learned plenty of ways to hide it. Lots of tricks. Contour is a beautiful thing, especially if applied right. You can make things go away. Reshape things without having to go under the knife, which I am all about. Okay, I really am liking the way that this is settling on the skin. It's not like getting into the pores like my other stuff is doing. And so if you look at my forehead, you can already see the difference. This side, you see all my bumps. This side is very smooth. It's like laying on the surface and glossing over it, making it look better, but not digging into the pores, and therefore emphasizing all the flaws. Which I'll be the first one to say, I do not have perfect skin. Was never that blessed. Wish I was. And it's doing that. Okay, so here we go. Full coverage side, not full coverage side. Not a terrible difference right now. I'm really, not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed. I was really kind of hoping it'd be a lot more noticeable. I will say this side looks matte, and this side looks, yeah, there is a difference. It doesn't help that I am so broken down. But if you look closely, I'm gonna scare you guys and bring you up really close. This side has a little bit more matte finish. And the pores on my forehead don't appear as large as they do on this side. And you can tell there's kind of a stripe down my nose. Let's do a little more work and see how she evens out. I did also get the Fit Me powder, so I'm going to try that too. See if that makes a difference. Let's do a little contour and some of my normal stuff and see if it plays a difference on one side or the other. I'm going to have to get some more of this. I love cream contour. And this one is a Wet n Wild guy. Cheap, but she works. She works pretty well too. Like I said, I always use it on the schnoz. I've been playing with different ways to make my nose look smaller. It's funny. In some things you want things bigger, but my nose I want smaller. Much smaller. So let's contour that baby. And I was baking my eyes, which a lot of the younger people do. I know Nikkitutorials does it. Tati Westbrook always does it on hers. But what I have that they don't have, let me zoom in again here. See the bags under the eyes? Yeah, that's 45 years of living. And baking doesn't do it any favors. Every time I bake my eyes, I end up looking like I have more bags than I used to. So I have decided no more baking. Not for me anyway. Because it doesn't work. Not saying that I won't still do it. Sometimes, like if I'm doing a really heavy eyeshadow look and I'm afraid it's going to be a lot of fallout, but for the most part, I'm not baking. It just makes me look too cakey. And the whole reason for the bake is to make the under eyes look impeccable. Well, they don't look impeccable when they are covered in lines because the powder sits in it. Alright, so there. A little concealer and a little contour. I say little because I'm not going crazy yet. I do see a little bit of difference, but I don't know, I'm just not seeing as much as I wanted to. I really wanted to say, oh my god, full side. There's no way you can not tell the difference. There goes my contour kit. But you, I don't know. I'm not really dying, living for it yet. Let's try some blush. My big brand new fluffy brush. And you can't go wrong with a little Tarte blush. I get these all the time. Trials, this one came from Ipsy. It's such a pretty color by Tarte. It's called Feisty. And I love it. It's oh, let's find a spot. It's just a nice sun-kissed orange, kind of a healthy look. I love it. Okay, have blush on. Let's try a little highlight. And then I'm going to make my final call on this guy. And I'll do the rest of my look later. I'm going to use my illuminating palette that I got from e.l.f. I love this. Let's get out my highlight brush. The problem with it is it's just so hard to choose. Today I'm not going for my trophy wife. Oh, that's pretty. Do you see that shine there? Very pretty. And a little shine on the nose and the lip. I'm going to be able to tell you my honest opinion without necessarily having to put the powder on. I hate to say it, but I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. I'm sitting here studying my face and I don't see a difference. I mean, I know my skin type and I know the kind of stuff that I use for it, and I love the Maybelline, don't get me wrong. It's sitting very nicely, and I mean, it dried down, and it's not sticky. I barely even feel that it's on there, and it worked really well. It blended with all my makeup. But then I look at the other side, and I don't see a difference. I'm shook to my core because I'm using cheap makeup, okay guys? This is Milani. It's 2-in-1 foundation. Oh, this is medium to full. Haha. I did not know that. So my Milani that I am using with my low to medium coverage this is medium to full. Mystery solved. That's what's going on. So the Milani is taking this side to a full coverage look. Well, that's interesting. I did not expect that, did not know that. That's kind of shocking. Well, okay, then that explains it. So Milani is sold at Walmart in a variety of colors. This Milani is actually quite good. It's a 2-in-1. It has concealer with the foundation. I still use more concealer because, like I said, I've got bags. And I feel like I need just a little bit more highlight because, yeah, I really want to shimmer. Oh, I love that. The girls at work call me the glitter queen because I love my glitter. And if I don't wear my trophy wife or something shimmery, I'm probably sick that day. Okay, well, I feel better now knowing that it's not that my Maybelline was failing me. It's that my Milani is jumping up and doing things that it's not supposed to. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to try the Fit Me powder. I can't get it open. Why do they do this? Whoa. Okay, that was weird. And I like these little things, but I hate them at the same time because I can't see it because it's clear. Make it at least white or silver or something, please. Come on. Make our lives a little easier. Let's get some powder here. Woza. Okay. A lot more of that came out than needed to. And so I don't want to waste a bunch of it. So I would say I like the Maybelline. I'm glad that it wasn't completely letting me down. But I will say try the Milani too, because it is a medium to full coverage, so you can build it to full coverage, but the medium is, I don't put a ton of this stuff on, guys, and it's giving me damn near full coverage on this side already. And it was even mixed with something to lighten it up. So instead of walking out of here overly impressed with Maybelline, I am now overly impressed with my Milani. So, oh well, can't lie. Okay, so now let's have some fun. Let's do some brows and I'm going to break out my Huda Beauty. I told you guys if you stuck with me, you would figure out what some of this high-end stuff is. So let me do my eyebrows here and not completely muck them up like I just did. I go either way on eyebrows. I've done them before, I've not done them and had them look just fine. But yeah, we're gonna go full coverage. Let's do it. I love Gimme Brow. You can see it. This is just a tiny little trial. This stuff is sold at Ulta. I think they have it at Sephora too. It's amazing. It's got a little brush, 3 different colors. You just spread it on and look at it, makes your lashes look so nice. It tames the little hairs. And this is Huda Beauty. The palette I got is the Desert Dusk. I love it because look at these colors. Okay, you got your shimmers, you got your mattes, you got everything you could possibly ever need. And I figured out a trick yesterday. These shadows work great without anything, but I also figured out a way to really make them pop. So let me show you. Let's see, today's look, ooh, I have not really dipped into Nefertiti over here, and I love that. So we're gonna start with this here and work it into the crease. Now you hear a lot of people talk about working it into the crease, working it into the crease. What working it into the crease really just means is creating a line here. And that line just makes it so all of a sudden it gives you some depth and dimension there. You'll see what I mean as I get going here. You're not going to see a lot with this particular color until I put something else on there. And you're going to see me change brushes a couple different times. I'm not going to tell you all the brushes I'm using. Most of you know about brushes. If you have any brush questions, you can always leave me messages. Brushes is one of those things that I'm just starting to learn too, because I'm going to use some Eden here now, a little bit darker, and work it in there to get a little bit more definition in that crease. I used to apply my makeup, don't be shocked, with my finger. Because yeah, and some things still work better with your finger, like I'm going to show you in a little bit here. But you know, not everybody understands how these things work. And once I started getting brushes, then you can see, like this is a blending brush, and it really just takes that color in there and blends it all together. Now do you see how now I have this little crease here, and it almost makes it look like my eyelids are more defined. Crazy, I know. All right, so now a little musk on the eyelids. Best part coming up in a second here. Okay, so I don't feel like wearing any eyeliner today, so what I'm going to do is take one of my little pointy brushes here, if I can find it. That's a blender. Blender. Oh my goodness, I have 1,000 blending brushes. There's one. We are going to use the musk on the bottom and just smoke it out a little. Today is one of the last days off I'm going to have when my puppies are still here, because they're going to be leaving. They are 8 weeks old now and ready to leave. And I haven't been doing video of them because I didn't want you guys to get as attached to them as I am, because they are leaving. So, but if you are curious about them, like I said, if you want to know my Facebook, let me know. I can give it to you so you can see it. Now, this is the trick I have learned for the glitter. Okay. Oops, hang on, something in the contact. There we go. All right, so you get the NYX glitter glue. This works great with the loose glitter. It also works well for the glitter shadows. Did this yesterday and it worked so well. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat some of the glitter glue right in the center where I want this to pop. Then I'm going to go into my Nefertiti here. Now there's still glitter glue base on my finger. And then I'm going to pat this baby on. I did this yesterday with the Twilight color and it looked amazing all day long. Come on, Nefertiti, work. I feel like you're not giving me as much punch. So let's try a little bit of angelic right underneath there. Oh, there's what we need. And now you have this beautiful shimmer right in the middle of my eye. Isn't that pretty? Now, let's do the same thing on the other side. Nefertiti just apparently wanted to hang out a little bit on the angelic side today. So Angelic gave her a little help. So in the center, pat that glitter glue down. A little bit still remaining. We're going into Nefertiti. And pat, pat, pat. And pat, pat, pat. And now let's give the girl a punch of Angelic, which has some really pretty red in there, which I think is what's catching the light here. Oh, that is so pretty. And cut in the middle there. There we go. I like that. And for a little bit of color in the middle, I'm going to take a little bit. This is a really pretty cashmere brown. Is what they call it. It's just a little shimmer in the corner there. Okay. Now, I said I wasn't going to use liner. Oh, to line or not to line? That is the question. No, let's line. Then I can show you my other thing. This I got off my Wish app. If you don't know what that is, send me questions. This is amazing. This is a stamp for those of us who can't draw a line to do a winged eye, which is me. I am wingless challenged. And there. And this is the small wing. I am getting a large wing too, which is going to be amazing. I had a large wing, but I gave it to my daughter so that she would leave my little wing alone. Yeah. She does tend to get a lot of things from me, either things that I try and don't like, or I have been known to buy duplicates, so. All right, there's that. Now, let's attempt lashes. I really want to try my lashes that I got from my e.l.f. haul that I have not used yet. I showed you guys them on camera, but I have not attempted to put them on yet because I am, okay, I will admit I'm wing challenged. I'm also lash challenged. So we're going to try this again and pray for better results than we got last time because, yeah, the whole lash thing has kind of been a struggle. It's kind of like the struggle that never ends. So I'm going to try again. I have a tool, which I had last time too, but I don't know, sometimes these things, they just feel like they just don't want to work with me. And I don't know how some people make these things look so damn easy to put on. Okay, so first the glue. And I always feel like I'm going to glue my eye permanently shut. Problem is I work with eyes, and I've seen too many horrible stories. But I like the pretty lashes anyway. I'm not going to leave them on long enough to get myself an eye infection, I promise. Okay, so the tool, which is supposed to make me feel less inept, and it's not. And if you're laughing, go right ahead, because I'm laughing too. Oh my God, why do people do this to themselves? I don't know. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. It looks like it should be the simplest process in the world, but it never is. There's always got to be a corner or something that doesn't stick. Holy drama city. No, don't make me feel like my eyes glued shut. Okay, so we have one on. It feels crazy. There's a weight on my eye. Not lying. But I got it on. Woohoo! So, let's see if I can do the other one of these without taking forever and a year. Get off of me. I'm gonna try putting it on here first before I glue it. Oops, almost used the glitter primer, which I don't know. Might have worked the same. No, I doubt it. Oh, I always feel like I put too much glue on these things. Oh, why do we women do these things to ourselves? I don't know how we got convinced that this is what we need to do to look pretty. Oh my God. Because, yeah, that's not pretty. Come on, little eyelash. Come on. Oh, yeah, I think I just put you on upside down.